Unit 3, page 30. Reading. Exercise 5.
Big movies on a small budget. Do you need millions of dollars to make a movie? No. Do you need millions of dollars to make a successful movie? Most people would answer yes to that question. But would they be right? We're used to hearing about really expensive Hollywood films. The 1997 Oscar winner Titanic cost $200 million to make. And more recently, Spider-Man 3, one of the most successful films of 2007, had a budget of more than $250 million. To be successful, however, a film doesn't need to be as expensive as the big Hollywood blockbusters. An example of this is the 2010 movie Monsters, which cost less than $500,000 to make. Monsters is set in Mexico and is the story of two people trying to escape from aliens and get back to the USA. The film won several awards and got very good reviews from many film critics. For example, the website Moviephone put Monsters at number 3 in its list of the best sci-fi films for 2010. How did they make the film so cheaply? First of all, it only took 3 weeks to film, and the film crew was just 7 people in a van. Secondly, the man who made the film, Gareth Edwards, decided to film it with digital video, which is cheaper than the usual 35mm film. The film equipment cost only $15,000 altogether. There is also the fact that they used real locations, not a studio, and the cast of the film were Edwards himself and 2 friends of his. All the extras in the film were people who were just there, and they weren't paid. Most importantly, Edwards did most of the production work himself. He spent 8 months editing Monsters, and then 5 months creating the special effects. And he did it all at home on his computer, using non-professional software. The amazing thing is that the final film looks nearly as professional as big, fancy Hollywood productions. Not everybody liked Monsters, of course. One person said, "That's 90 minutes of my life that I'll never get back." But overall, it was very well received. And at least it wasn't expensive to make.
Unit 3, page 32. Pronunciation. Exercise 1.
Why don't we go to the cinema? We can see the monster in the computer. Tammy Baker plays the monster.
Well, there's also River Adventure. Tom Webster's a doctor in it.
I know he's a better actor than Tammy Baker, but River Adventure is a lot longer. If we see the shorter film, we can have dinner after.
OK, it looks much funnier too. And let's go to the Super Burger for dinner.
Unit 3, page 32. Pronunciation. Exercise 3.
Why don't we go to the cinema? We can see the monster in the computer. Tammy Baker plays the monster.
Well, there's also River Adventure. Tom Webster's a doctor in it.
I know he's a better actor than Tammy Baker, but River Adventure is a lot longer. If we see the shorter film, we can have dinner after.
OK, it looks much funnier too. And let's go to the Super Burger for dinner.
Unit 3, page 33. Listening. Exercise 1.
And today we're with local girl Sandra Allen, who's just won a prize for Best First Time Movie. So, Sandra, well done. How does that feel?
Well, cool. I was surprised, of course, but I'm very happy that I won.
What was the prize?
Unit 3, page 33. Listening. Exercise 2.
I'm going to use it to buy some equipment for my next film, I hope.
Next film? So you're planning to do another one?
Sure. I mean, my plan is to be a film director. That's what I want to do as my career.
Hollywood?
No. I want to do my own things, independently. That's a lot more interesting, I think.
Great. And so, tell me, how do you go about making a short movie, a homemade movie? Because your film was 100% homemade, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to get an idea first, right? And then you have to get some equipment, and you need your friends to be in the film, to be the actors.
How do you choose the actors?
Well, in my case, I chose a friend who had some film equipment, like a really good, expensive digital camera, so he was in the film straight away, no problem.
That's like the kid who's got a football is always picked for the team.
Exactly. But in fact, he's not a bad actor. And the other actor in my film, was a friend who's already done some acting at school, so I know she's really good.
Only 2 actors then?
Yeah, well, there were 1 or 2 extras, just friends who didn't need to say anything.
What about the script, the story?
Yeah, well, I wrote the story on my computer, of course, and I got another friend to look through it and make it better. In fact, she made the script much better. And the thing is, of course, it's a short movie and you don't want it to be expensive or complicated, right? So you need a story that doesn't involve too many people or places or money.
And then? You go and do the filming and then it's ready?
Well, no. You have to edit the film. I mean, we had about 2 hours of film and the competition was for a 15-minute film, so I had to edit it, make it shorter, take out some of the things that didn't look too good or weren't really necessary for the final film.
You did that yourself?
Yes, I used a program on my laptop. You don't need special stuff.
No special program?
No. You see, a lot of people think you need all kinds of special, expensive equipment to make a film, and you don't. In fact, the one thing you really need is just, well, you need to really want to make a film, and you need to kind of see it in your head. If you can see it in your head, then you can make it.
Excellent. Well, just one more question, Sandra. What was your film about?
Unit 3, page 33. Listening. Exercise 3.
Well, I'm glad you asked me that. It's a kind of a mystery movie, I guess. Or horror? I don't know. It starts in a school classroom. I used my school, of course, and lots of my friends were sitting around. And the 2 actors are sitting talking to each other, and they start saying how everything is really boring, you know? And another guy is watching them and listening to them, and then he gets up and walks down a corridor into a dark room. And in there, we see him pull a big black handle, and everything goes into black and white. And everyone at the school is surprised, and they think it's terrible, but they don't know what's happened. So the film is about how everyone really, really wants to get the colour back into their lives. In the end, everything does go back to colour. And the couple in the film are in the same place, but now they see it with different eyes.
Sounds very interesting. Thanks again, Sandra, and congratulations on your film and your prize.
Unit 3, page 36. Photo Story, Episode 2. Extras.
Guys, guess what?
They're going to make a film here.
Oh, right. You've heard then.
We have. They're going to do some filming in the park for a new sci-fi movie, and Megan's really excited.
I really am. Gregory Harris is in the film. He's so cool. In fact, I think he's my favourite actor of all time.
Don't get too excited, Megan. You're not going to meet him, or even see him, probably.
Don't be so sure, Luke. The thing is, they want extras for the film.
Extras?
You know, the people who stand around and do things, but don't say anything.
Oh, come on, Megan. Everybody knows what extras are.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, they're going to choose people to be extras today. 1 o'clock at the sports centre in town. I'm definitely going. Imagine me in a film with Gregory Harris.
Ryan's going, and so am I. How about you, Luke?
Okay, why not? 1 o'clock at the sports centre? Let's all meet there then.
That's odd. There's no one here.
Have a look at this, guys. The time was 11 o'clock, not 1 o'clock.
Oh no! I read it wrong. I saw 11 and thought it was 1. Oh, how could I be so stupid?
Looks like you're not going to meet Gregory Harris after all, Megan.
Oh, leave me alone, Luke.
Unit 4, page 38. Reading, Exercise 3.
Think before you act online. Sometimes what we post on our favourite social networks can have consequences we didn't expect. One weekend, 20-year-old James Miller posted on his Facebook page that his job was so boring. When he got to work on Monday, his boss told him to clear his desk and get out. He gave him a letter too. It said, "After reading your comments on Facebook about our company, we understand you are not happy with your work. We think it is better for you to look for something that you will find more interesting." A few years ago, a girl's birthday party turned into a nightmare. 15-year-old Kathy posted an invitation to her birthday party online. She posted her address too. When her parents got back from the cinema that evening, they couldn't believe their eyes. There were 500 people at the party, and some of them were smashing windows, breaking potted plants, and making a total mess of the house. Most teens think they know everything about social media and that things like this could never happen to them. A study shows that last year alone, more than 3 million young people worldwide got into trouble because of their online activities. Here are some important tips. None of them can guarantee 100% internet security, but all of them will help you to be safer online. Rule 1. Share with care. Not everyone will like what you write on Facebook or Twitter. Think before you post something. You can never completely control who sees your profile, your texts, your pictures, or your videos. Before clicking post, everyone should ask themselves 2 questions. How will I feel if my family or teachers see this? And how might this post be bad for me in 3, 5, or 10 years from now? Rule 2. Be polite when you write. Imagine someone is unfriendly in real life. You don't like it, right? Well, the same is true of online communication. Politeness matters, and anyone can be polite. No one likes it when you shout in your messages. Don't use all capitals! If you feel angry or frustrated while you're writing a message, wait a bit. Read it again later and then send it. Rule 3. Protect and respect. Don't share your passwords with anyone. Don't post your home or email address online. Beware of cyberbullying. Don't forward rumours about other people and don't say negative things about them. If you get messages like that or see them online, talk to an adult you know.
Unit 4, page 41. Listening, Exercises 3 and 4.
Why isn't this working? Come on. OK, I'll try again. Oh, stupid machine!
What's up, Dad?
Oh, it's nothing, Hannah. Don't worry. I'm only trying to...
What are you doing?
Oh, a friend of mine gave me this game, but I can't make it work.
Let me see.
Football fast. I didn't know you're into gaming, Dad.
Well, I'm not normally, you know that. But they're all talking about this game at the office. I thought I should give it a try too.
You of all people. Isn't it you who's told your son about 7 million times that he should stop playing those silly games?
Ha ha ha. Come on, be a good girl. You don't need to tell him, Hannah.
Well, I'll think about it. As you know, there are more important things to get on with in life.
Than gaming.
Anyway, what's the problem?
It just won't start.
Let me have a look. You haven't created a username and a password, have you?
Username? Password? What for?
Come on, Dad. Let's not ask any unnecessary questions. The question isn't what for, it's whether you've done it or not.
Well, no, I haven't. My friend says it's easy to download and I don't have to do anything. Just start it and that's it.
Well, to install it, you need to create a username and a password. That's not exactly a huge job, is it? But let me do it.
OK, but don't...
All right, that's CoolDad42 and the password is I can do it.
Oh, dear.
You have to wait a bit and then you have to choose your team.
OK.
Dad, you don't have to press enter 12 times. Once is enough.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Hey, what are you doing? You mustn't touch the keyboard during the installation.
Oh, stupid game.
Well, the game isn't stupid, but you're impatient. Oh no, what's that? A serious error has occurred while loading Football Fast. We recommend that you apologise to your daughter.
Very funny.
Unit 4, page 44. Culture, Exercise 2.
Communication through history. 1. Cave paintings are the oldest pictures. Some of them, for example the beautiful images in the caves of Altamira in the north of Spain, are almost 30,000 years old. Many of these paintings show animals or hunting scenes. The images do not have written words, but when we look at them, we get an idea of the emotions the people felt when drawing them. The paintings tell stories of hopes and fears. They are an early form of communication. 2. Sometime between 4000 and 3000 BCE, people in Egypt and Mesopotamia developed the skill of writing. They engraved text on stone tablets first, but it was impossible to carry stones from place to place. The invention of papyrus allowed documents to be moved easily. Writing on papyrus made it easier to correct mistakes too. And do you know how they did that? When a scribe, the person who wrote the documents, made a mistake, they licked the ink off the papyrus before it got dry and made their corrections. 3. People made the first books from papyrus and from thin animal skins. Paper was invented in China as early as 105 CE. The quality of paper soon became very good. The world's oldest known printed book is from China too. It was published on May the 11th, 868 CE. In Europe, books were written manually until the middle of the 15th century, when Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press in Germany. Since that time, almost 140 million books have been published worldwide. For many people, one of life's greatest pleasures is spending a few hours in a bookshop, browsing through the books. 4. Books will be around for many years, of course, but some people prefer reading e-books. They are easier to take with you when you travel, and you can download them instantly from the internet. Now you can buy your books whenever you want without having to leave the comfort of your home.
Unit 4, page 44. Pronunciation, Exercise 1.
My little cousin from London's coming on Monday. She's young and lovely and very funny. She loves the sun and running and jumping. She doesn't like studying or spending money.
Unit 4, page 44. Pronunciation. Exercise 3.
My little cousin from London's coming on Monday. She's young and lovely and very funny. She loves the sun and running and jumping. She doesn't like studying or spending money.
Units 3 and 4, page 46. Cambridge English Preliminary, Listening Part 4. Exercise 2.
5 minutes, Ellen. Then I want you to stop and come and help me in the kitchen.
What?
You've been on the computer long enough now. I want you to take a break.
That's not fair. I've only been on for half an hour.
Yes, but what about this morning? You spent most of the morning on it too. Anyway, what are you doing that's so important that you can't take a break?
Stuff for school. I've got a history project and the teacher told us to go online to find out loads of facts.
Really? What's the project about?
Queen Victoria.
So why are you looking at pictures of shoes? Don't tell me they're Queen Victoria's shoes.
No, of course not. I was just taking a break and I need some new shoes.
So why don't you close that window down and show me the historical sites you're looking at?
Oh, Dad!
Come on, let's see what else you've got open. Oh, chatting with Jenny on a social networking site. Well, that's useful.
Actually, it is. I'm asking her for ideas about the project. You can have a look if you don't believe me.
No thanks, that's your private life. And in any case, I believe you. But that doesn't mean I don't want you to take a break and come and help me.
What do you want help with anyway?
Well, I'm trying to make a cake for your mum's birthday. It's a surprise, so don't say anything. But anyway, I'm having problems with the ingredients.
You? Baking a cake? This I've got to see. Why didn't you say that earlier?
Great, but no laughing, please. I mean, it's a bit of a mess in the kitchen.